Congrats friends, विजयदशमी स्टार्टेड. दशहरा दुर्दशा को हरण करने वाला श्री राम जी दशरथ का हरण करने वाला दिन, पांडवों का भी अरण्यवास अज्ञातवास होकर 14 ईयर्स और 12 + 1 13 ईयर्स उनका भी फ्रीडम वाला, सारे राक्षसों को माता रानी ने आज ही खत्म कर दिया. बिकॉज ऑफ दीज 3 लीलास ऑफ Kruta Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, that on today's Vijayadashami day, we all celebrate the victory of the divine, good, positive over the undivine, negative and bad. But this in general in the world, Mother is keeping on doing. We have to cooperate with her by ourselves by becoming good divine. There is a role of Mother's blessings for which we have to pray. There is our own role of our own self should be disciplined in our life, not allowing negative. Our mind, intellect, and entire our individuality. So innocent, so helpless, helpless also. Ki whichever the company it goes, Jaisa Sang, it gets that color, Vaisa Rang. Therefore, by being wise, only one thing we have to do to show our wisdom, be in the Sangha of Sat all the time. Then Rang of the Sat only will be in our life. Be in the Sangha of Asat, then wo Rang humko lag jata. This much if we can do. And hundreds of examples we told. How long we have to keep away from the poison. How long we have to keep away from the blazing fire. How long we have to avoid jumping from 20th floor or from an aeroplane. How long we have to be in front of a lion or tiger. As long as you want to be alive, is it not? Same way, how long we have to be in satsanga, avoid dussanga is as long as we want to be safe. If you are not caring about your own safety, go into the bad company and then don't blame anyone. That bad company mainly is our thoughts only, and that thoughts come to us because of our eyes see, what our ears listens, what our vasanas propel, what our mind misuses its capacities of imaginations projections. Because of all these things, in our own thoughts, there is a dussanga or bad company. सो इन सब चीज़ों का हम पॉजिटिव करें बस. और एक ही नियम, मरते दम तक हम सत का ही पकड़ेंगे, असत को नहीं. Is it not? These type of commitments save us. So for that only we are spending our time through Shastra in the company of Sat. But not only physically sitting here, mind, intellect also, as much it gets tuned to it. When it gets tuned, that means the mind intellect is becoming purer, matured, divinized. And so much through satsanga, shravana, manana, chintana, the mind should become divinized. That divine mind, divine antakarana, divine personality alone we are having wherever we go, wherever we are. So that rakshana kavacham we have to have. At the higher level, when that divine covering is fully there, divine touch or divine soaking is there in us, be in that bliss. No, what is the need of taking the risk of going anywhere for anything, especially which is unreal and illusory? Lena क्यों वाला risk? Today and tomorrow we will see in Sri Rama Bhagwan's teachings of Adhyatma Ramayana, Sri Rama Gita. These things are spoken very, very beautifully, clearly. Hmm. So let us be in the divine mood through our Bhagavatam, Dashama Skandham, Narayana's Mahima we see today, continuing the VRUKASURA story, how Narayana intelligently, by eliminating the VRUKASURA, saves all Devatas, so too saves Bhagavan Shiva also. And what is the lesson to be learned from it? Yesterday we saw, don't be VRUKASURA to seek such terrible wounds. Don't be like Shiva to bless anyone with that bad intentions, bless or help, etc. with that bad intentions. है ना? इस तरह से lot of lessons to be learned. We have seen few, remaining we see today. Then Adhyatma Ramayanam, very beautiful analysis of Bandha Moksha is being taught to us by Lord Rama. And as we tell every day, Adhyatmika Vishayas have to be regularly heard till those words, sentences get registered in us. Then those words, sentences have to be regularly done with the mananam till understanding of that comes. Of that understanding, we have to do chintanam so much that we become convinced about it. And then we have to do the dhyana of it so much that the anubhuti of that comes to us. पागल बनना चाहिए हमको इस परमात्मा के को पाने के इस प्रयत्न में, उन्हीं को भगवान मिलते हैं, मोक्ष मिलता है. Let us do that, followed by our usual chantings. Then, what is it? Kamala Sahasra Namavali, 400 to 500. Then we also do our Stotra Patanam. So this will continue for next at least 2 or 3 weeks. So let us divinize ourselves through all these processes by soaking our mouth and ears and mind and intellect fully in this endeavor. और कहीं नहीं, जाने नहीं देना, ले नहीं जाना. To begin with, Navaratras, we are doing it from the day one, chanting of the Ashtadasha Shakti Pitha Stotram. Let us do that. Let us do our daily prarthanas. Let us do Parayana, Dashama Skandha, 88th chapter. Let us see the meaning. ॐ लङ्कायां शाङ्करी देवी कामाक्षी काञ्चिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृङ्गला देवी चामुण्डी क्रौञ्चपट्टणे अलम्बुरे जोगुलाम्बा श्रीशैले भ्रमराम्बिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुर्ये एकवीरिका उज्जयिन्यां महाकाली पीठिकां पुरुहूतिका ओड्यायां गिरिजादेवी माणिक्या दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया माङ्गल्यगौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादशसुपीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं सायङ्काले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसंपत्करं शुभम. इति श्री अष्टादश शक्तिपीठ स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम. May Mother bless all of us. May we remember her with full faith and pray to her to give us yoga, bhakti, jnana, atmanubhuti, brahmanubhuti, brahmatmaikya bodha, and moksha from the jiva bhava upadhi tadatmya samsara. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः. धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं. श्रीमद्भागवते मुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। ओं परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्याद्यवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्तिदत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदि पराशक्ति मात्रे मातापितृदेवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। आद्य शंकराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्धिद्वारा मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरायाः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निष्ठितानां नित्य निरंतर आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा अनुकूलतानां प्राप्ति द्वारा दिग्विजय सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद् भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ अष्टाशीतितमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीशुक उवाच। Then let us chant from verse number 21 onwards up to 40. पूरा पढ़ लो। ओम देवं सवव्रे पापीयान् वरं भूत भयावहं यस्य यस्य करं शीर्ष्णि धास्ये संम्रियतामिति तच्छ्रुत्वा भगवान् रुद्रः दुर्मना इव भारत ओमिति प्रशंस्तस्मै ददेहेरमृतं यथा इत्युक्तः सोऽसुरो नूनं गौरीहरणलालसः सतद्वरपरीक्षार्थं शम्भोर्मूर्ध्नि किलासुरः स्वहस्तं धातुमारेभे सोबिभ्यत स्वकृतात् शिवः तेनोपसृष्टः सन्त्रस्तः पराधावत् स वेपतुः यावदन्तं दिवो भूमेः काष्ठानामुदगादुदको अजानन्तः प्रतिविधिं तूष्णीमासन् सुरेश्वराः ततो वैकुण्ठमगमतो भास्वरं तमसः परं यत्र नारायणः साक्षात् न्यासिनां परमागतिः शान्तानां न्यस्तदण्डानां यतो नावर्तते गतः तं तथा व्यसनं दृष्ट्वा भगवान् वृजिनार्दनः दूरात् प्रत्युदयात् भूत्वा वटुको योगमायया मेखलाजिनदण्डाक्षैः तेजसाग्निरिवज्ज्वलन् अभिवादयामास च तं कुशपाणिरविनीतवत्। श्रीभगवानुवाच शाकुनेय भवान् व्यक्तं श्रान्तः किं दूरमागतः क्षणं विश्रम्य दाम्बंसः आत्मायं सर्वकामधुक यदि नः श्रवणायालं युष्मद्व्यवसितं विभो वन्यतां प्रायश पुंभिः धृतैः स्वार्थान् समीहते। श्रीशुक उवाच एवं भगवता पृष्टः वचसामृतवर्षिणा गतक्लमोऽब्रवीद तस्मै यथा पूर्वमनुष्ठितं। श्रीभगवानुवाच एवं चेत् तर्हि तद्वाक्यं न वयं श्रद्धधीमहि यो दक्षशापातु पैशाच्यं प्राप्तः प्रेतपिशाचराट् यदि वस्तत्र विस्रम्भः दानवेन्द्रजगद्गुरौ तर्हि अंग आशु स्वशिरसि हस्तं न्यस्य प्रतीयताम् यदि असत्यं वचः शम्भोः कदा कथञ्चित् दानवर्षभा तदैवं जह्य सद्वाचं न यद्वक्तानृतं पुनः इत्थं भगवतः चित्रैः वचोभिः ससुपेशलैः भिन्नधीर्विस्मितः शीर्ष्णि स्वहस्तं कुमतिर्व्यधात् अथावदत् भिन्नशिरा वज्राहतैव क्षणात् जयशब्दो नमः शब्दः साधुशब्दो भवत् दिवि मुमुचुः पुष्पवर्षाणि हते पापे वृकासुरे देवर्षि पितृगन्धर्वाः मोचितः सङ्कटात् शिवः मुक्तं गिरिशमभ्याः भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः अहो देव महादेव पापोऽयं स्वेन पाप्मना हतः को नु महत्स्वीश जन्तुर्वै कृतकिल्बिषः क्षेमे स्यात् किमि विश्वेशे यः कृतागस्को जगद्गुरौ य एवमव्याकृतशक्त्युदन्वतः परस्य साक्षात् परमात्मनोः हरेः गिरित्रमोक्षं कथयेत् शृणोति वा विमुच्यते संस्मृतिभिस्तथारिभिः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे रुद्रमोक्षणं नाम अष्टाशीतितमोऽध्यायः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, श्रीभागवत शरणं मम, श्रीसद्गुरुशरणं मम, श्रीसूता शरणं मम, श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम, श्रीव्यास शरणं मम, श्रीनारद शरणं मम, श्रीकुमार शरणं मम, श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम, श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्यं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामुञ्चतकर्हिचित्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः। निरोधस्यानुशयनम् आत्मनः सह शक्तिभिः अथ अष्टाशीतितमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुकोवाच। Friends, in this 88th chapter, the prasanga was Shukadevji is asked by Parikshitji about the nature of Bhagavan Vishnu and Shiva and the nature of the blessings they give to their respective devotees. The answer is given that Narayana being Nirguna Brahma, he only blesses with the Nirguna Moksha. To substantiate this, and why all this discussion? So that our Vishnu Bhakti and Vishnu Bhakti only for Atma Prapti and Moksha should be done. To specifically drive this most essential thought deeply into our hearts is this prasanga. Then he has quoted the Krishna Bhagavan and Yudhishthira Samvada after Ashwamedha Yajna. In that we saw the 8 points how Bhagavan Narayana Krishna blesses his bhaktas with moksha. The 8 steps are: first, he takes away the wealth. Second step is what? Then all the uh, people who were there around him, they go away. Third is all efforts to get the money and to get the help from the people is totally failed. Then he gets the Nirveda for the Dhana and Vyakti. This is the most important stage or level in evolution. Total detachment for the Dhana and the people. That totally disinterestedness. This is called as Nirveda Mayat Nastya Krutaha Krutena. If yesterday we explained to you in so many ways this particular timing that either fully enjoyed the world, therefore through vichara we gave up, or because we want to know the truth, for that these have to be given up, therefore we gave up, or we want to know the truth but we could not give up, therefore we prayed to the Lord to help us. Then he played all the variety of games by which he himself takes away from us. But in either of the cases, our positions outside of the things and beings, our dependency on again things and beings inside should be totally eliminated. In fact, that is called as Shuddha Antakarana. Fourth step. Then in the fifth step, we go to the Santa Mahatma Jnani Bhakta. Sixth step, from them we listen to all the Shastras, etc. Seventh step, obviously, we do sadhana. Eighth one, by Bhagavan's grace, that Anubhuti of Paramatma happens as our own self. And that Paramatma Lakshanas are given here. Tad Brahma Paramam Sukshmam Chinmatram Sadhu Anantakam Ityadi. Then, therefore, very rare are the ones who seek truth reality. Therefore, rare are the ones who worship me. Worldly things people, all jivas seek. Therefore, they go to those lower gods who by little bit of vasana only get pleased and bless with them all the worldly things. Now, the most important thing here again is what? Those who are that way by worshipping the other gods and get blessed by them with their own desires and bhautikavada, they become matta and brahmatta and unmatta and brahmayukta. Then they even insult and discard the vara giving devatas only. So by saying this, what Lord Krishna is saying is, अगर वर देने वाले देवताओं को ही वो लोग इंसल्ट करते हैं, डिस्कार करते हैं, if that is the height of their selfishness and intoxication and arrogance and foolishness and stupidity, what to talk about their attitude toward the other beings of the world. जस्ट लाइक दैट लड़का जो बोलते हैं ना कॉलेज में अपने टीचर को या नेबरहुड में अपने अंकल को या रास्ते में कोई बुजुर्ग को व्हेन दे ट्राई टू टेल हिम समथिंग, बेटा ऐसा नहीं करना वैसा, वो कहेगा क्या, दैट एरोगेंट यंगस्टर, मैं तो मेरे बाप की बात नहीं सुनता हूँ, तुम कौन होते बोलने वाले. इज इट नॉट दैट इनर एटीट्यूड एंड आउटर एक्सप्रेशन? आई डोंट लिसन टू माई पेरेंट्स, हाउ डेयर यू टेल मी. Same way, these dushta people, intoxicant, matta ho gaye, they discarded the Lord Himself who blessed them. Then how do they value the worldly people and all? So they become extremely egoistic, tyrannical, selfish, and thus destructive to the whole world. Obviously, again, the same devatas or other ones have to do something to remove this kanta on the path of all others' evolution. ऑल अदर्स हैप्पीनेस एंड टुगेदरनेस, ये कांटा बना तो निकाल देते. सो what is the beautiful subtle thing here, the crux of it? Worship me for Paramatma Prapti, you get immortality, moksha, eternality. Worship other gods, from them you ask for any material things, inevitably you will end up in your own death and also falling down in your stature to lower and lower yonis. This is what said in Mundaka Upanishad, in other Upanishads, in Gita, throughout literature, our Shastra, wherever such stories are told, and through that the Viveka is generated in us, with that the Vairagya is allowed to be made, is this purpose only. Only when we have Viveka and Vairagya are exclusive, everything else other than Paramatma, that our Paramatma's pursuit becomes exclusive and single pointed, then only we obtain Him. So this is how yesterday, day before every day, in one new angle, this particular episode, we are trying to understand while giving you the homework to think, knowing that you are so busy in helping the whole world that you have no time to think. Therefore, we only sharing every day one thought. And thereafter, Bhagwan, Krishna का उपदेश हो गया. Now Shukdev ji takes up, tells Parikshit, all Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar are equally capable of blessing the bhaktas. But उनमें से ब्रह्मा and Shiva are quickly तुष्यति कुप्यति. Bhagavan Vishnu takes time. An example is given that Shakuni Rakshasa's putra VRUKASURA, he met नारद जी somewhere en route. अब तीनों में कौन जल्दी तृप्त होते हैं और मैक्सिमम देते हैं बिना क्वेश्चन का? When he asked, obviously Narad ji said, worship Bhagavan Shiva, he will be quickly तुष्यति कुप्यति, you get all result. दो राक्षसों का ही उनको एग्जाम्पल दिया, बाणासुर एंड रावणासुर. Then he gets inspired, then he just want to get the result quickly. So what to do? The most dearest is the body. The body parts only his own cuts, and he starts offering in the yajna in which The Agni Rupa में he is worshipping Lord Shiva. 6 days the Lord did not appear. तब तक सारे शरीर के बहुत अंग प्रत्यंग उसने तोड़ काट के डाल दिया होगा. Seventh day they went and had bath in that Mandakini with that wet head. He tried to cut his own head with his own sword to offer to Bhagwan Shiva. भगवान शिव प्रत्यक्ष हो गए उसी अग्नि से. He held him with hands and stopped him from that offering the head. By Bhagwan's touch, that Vrukasura becomes normal. So here Bhagavan says, to my Bhakta Sharanagata, even if they offer the Jalam, Toyam, I am pleased and bless them. Why are you unnecessarily torturing the body? So from this, the lesson is what? With full Shraddha, even minimum we offer to God, God is pleased. Because Bhagavan is not bhuka of the items we offer to him, he is bhuka of our Bhakti Shraddha Sharanagati. Then Bhagwan has given his blank check to that fellow who is terribly blackmailed Lord with this type of offering of his own body parts and head, etc. Ki, now you ask me whatever you want, I am ready to give. देखो आउट ऑफ दैट कंपैशन कहो लव कहो और ऑब्लिगेशन में आकर कहो भगवान ने उनको ब्लैंक चेक दे दी. अब दिस फेलो इज सो टेरेबल. देर भी लाखों लाख अलग अलग डिजायर्स बोन्स मांग सकते थे. ही आस्क्ड ए वेरी फनीएस्ट थिंग. व्हाट फ्रॉम देयर वी सी यस्य यस्य करम शीर्षनिधास्य on whosoever head I put my hand sa mriyatam iti. He should die. है कि नहीं? No, how terrible that vara is. That twice, thrice he does that of putting the hand on somebody's head. In the two, three times only, when the people die, what happens? Instead of having sympathy, etc., there a rejoice comes. Uh, because of that boon which he has got. In that joy in executing that boon, this boon is destroying other people, troubling other people. It is Mahapapa, that discrimination goes away. Just like the Pakistan trained terrorists or Hamas trained terrorists. They are trained so much on the name of God only, very wrongly, to kill people, that killing people in their mind becomes an entertainment only. For that, they even put the bomb on themselves and they become suicidal. सी कितना सड़ा दिया गया दिमाग देखो उनका. And you see in all these terrorist countries, every year जो भी उनको शत्रु मानते जिनको लोग पकड़ कर कितना बिना कोई kindness compassion का living people only they shoot, they burn, they hang, they cut them into pieces, they put them under the earth. देखो दैट रॉन्ग ट्रेनिंग गिवन हाउ. मतलब इसलिए ऐसे लोगों को कितने बार फिर नरक भगवान भेजेंगे. what we are saying is here the extreme case of the extreme person of the Vrukasura asking for the extreme boon is said, the meaning or the explanation कि जिसके भी हाथ पे सर पे हाथ लगाओ वो मर जाएगा. What that indicates is what? Any of the materialistic boon you ask, you end up in troubling others. When you are troubling others, you are also will be troubled. वो तुरंत नहीं दिखता. वो देखने में लगता है नो मैं क्या किसी का नाश थोड़ी मांग रहा हूँ, मैं धन दौलत पैसा यही मांग रहा हूँ मैं. अरे भाई इसका ऐसे ही नशा धीरे धीरे चढ़ता है. That you get habituated to it, you want to indulge in it more and more, and want to maintain it, you want to develop it. In your focus on that, in yourself focusing on that, you never think, you lose sight of this main fact that how many people you are destroying. Just like in today's world, जो खाने में सब चीज़ों में मिलावट करने वाले होते हैं, वो लोग पैसे कमाने के लिए टू अर्न मनी इन शॉर्टकट मेथड ऑल दैट दे डू इन देयर urgency of wanting to earn money in doing these things, they forget that how many lakhs of people are dying. Same way the doctors for the sake of money, the wrong medicines prescribed or unnecessary tests getting done, एक एक फील्ड में, every field, I am telling one or two, but you know that there is no field which has not got corrupted in the world, including spiritual fields. है ना? Any Mahatma does any Tattva Chintana Satsanga for the sake of name and fame or money or making ashramas under whatever the name, he is creating problem to others. Because people have to give money. Nobody will give money happily, joyfully. If at all they give black money. So you are encouraging them in earning the black money. People should grow around them by themselves. He should not have even a thought of it. I'm just giving this extreme example of spiritually also. In on the name of spirituality, even an iota of a materialistic outview or outlook hai, that becomes a beginning or the seed for lot of negativity happening to the world. अगर आध्यात्मिक क्षेत्र में ऐसा हो सकता है, so what to talk about in other fields of the world where on the name of survival or on the name of learning lot of money, becoming rich, etc., famous, etc., whether politicians, academicians, whether they are scientists, doctor, lawyer, professionals, हर एक बंदा वो सोचना ही खत्म कर दिया, है ना? What sorts of medicines are discovered, which is known that a medicine is taking a chance only. It cures 30%, but 70% it harms only. But then the money is given to government, money is given to approving authority. और लोग हाँ कह के वो सील मार देते हैं. Then that medicine comes onto into the market. 30-40% relief it is giving. 67% it is killing all other organs, making the persons energyless, impotent. But then जानबूझकर ही कर रहे हैं. This is a महाराक्षसत्व it is. You know, in every of the part of the world, 60 to 70% of permissions given to the businesses are only for the destruction. And the worst of all, everybody knows, but nobody raises the क्या कहते हैं voice is one is the drinks and drugs. वो तो जीरो होना चाहिए, एक भी नहीं होना. But the biggest business in the world with which the government gets lot of revenue is these drinks only, on whatever the name. Second, this industry of entertainment called as the TVs, movies, etc. These two put together, destroying the human being to bring him to the animalistic and rakshasa level. And all that papa to goes to everyone. The one who is permitting, the one who is producing, the one who is perceiving. So, Vrukasuras are there in all of us, where anything we ask other than asking for the Lord is asking this moon only, that जिसके सर पे मैं हाथ लगाऊं वो मर जाए. Directly doesn't appear to be meaning so. But then eventually, step by step, it leads to that only. Like now the entertainment industry. In the beginning, it started with 99% conveying some message, the social values, spiritual values, all. 1% little anything was there. But slowly, today's world, if you see, 99% is the destructive, and just for the sake of some certificate getting or all, 1 or 2% some dialogues of Niti, dialogues of some, what do you say, the values, or a small scene of 3 or 4 minutes of that sort is shown. Remaining 98% is only what worst of the things is not with that the minds of people getting corrupt, or the people not taking them as examples and authorities, not only destroying themselves, they're destroying generations together. The whole world's gross and subtle divinity is totally destroyed. देखो इन विषयों को ऐसा समझकर रूट लेवल पर जाकर हमको वहां से सफाई करनी है. That's why I said behind such stories, today's world के लिए जरूरत वाले so many चीजें हमको सीखने को होते हैं. And at the whole national, international level, global level, Because the terrible age or period of Kali Yuga is going on, we may not have capacity to do anything or say anything. If you do it, the whole world, which is opposite to it, like the Ayurveda wants to grow, the whole world of Allamuti, every time, उसको गला दबा दबा कर कैसे कुचल डालता है, उसी तरह से if people like us, when they raise the voice at a big way, whole world which is favoring that type of life, they crush our gala, they dabav our gala. Then what is to be done then? At least you, your individuality, your family, your children, if they are protected from this Vrukasura Lakshana, we are safe. This is how the destruction starts. One fellow starts it, everybody follows it. This is how the stoppage of destruction and starting of construction also starts, where one individual, one family. In my house or family, there is no Vrukasura Vritti. What is Vrukasura? Great Davasya is done, but what is sought is other than Bhagwan. So you and I from now, that's why every day we do Sankalpa in all 6 classes. इतना कर कर के 10 15 20 साल लगे या जन्म तब जाकर from our heart seeking anything other than God, that goes away, that powerful vasanas. At the same time, seeking the Lord becomes intense. Then we become the seekers of the divine. With the divine seeker, there is a liberation to him, there is a happiness to God, there is blessedness to the world also. That's what you see in the next shloka. When that Vara he asked, what happened? First thing that Shrutva Bhagavan Rudraha Durmana Iva He Bharat. Listening to his boon asking, Bhagavan Shiva became Durmanaha. He becomes so frustrated, so angry, so agitated, so disturbed in mind. All of that put together is so much shocked only. So when he was doing that terrible tapasya of cutting his own body's parts, भगवान ने सोचा कि ये कोई महान वर मांग रहा है, बिकॉज इफ somebody is offering his own शरीर, मतलब ही मस्ट में महा महा विवेकी वैरागी महाज्ञानी भक्त होगा. इस दृष्टि से when भगवान gave the blank check boon, when that fellow asked such a ghatiya boon, how self and everybody destructive, how much disturbing the mind must be, है कि नहीं? Like your child helped you the whole day, son. You are so pleased with him कि बेटा तू क्या चाहिए मांग ले, बाबा 10,000 दे दो, 5,000. ऐसा चलो ठीक है बेटा ले लो. For what? हाँ मैं ड्रग्स ड्रिंक्स लेना चाहता हूँ. How do your mind feel when he asks for money for those things or some any other destructive thing? पापा इसे मैं ना ये बाम बाम खरीद के ना उस पे डालकर उसको मार दूंगा. Do you feel sumanaha or durmanaha? Durmana only. So Lord Shiva felt so disturbed. That means from when we ask for material boons, not only the worldly people and our own mind, we even disturb the God also. भगवान को हम हर बार दुर्मनाह बना रहे हैं उनके सिवाय और कुछ मांगते हुए उनके अलावा. So if this sensitive thought is not sensibly received and we become true to that sensitivity, we continue asking for ungodly things, destroying ourselves, destroying the world, setting a wrong trend, misguiding others like अंधे नैव नियमाना यथा अंधाः. देखो वहां तक इसका पहुंच होता है, वो सब हमको समझना पड़ता है. दुर्मना इव. But he balanced himself because he is Shiva and Shanta. Then he said, I'll give you the boon. We cannot go back. अंडरस्टूड ना. देयरफॉर शिव जी उनका नेचर यही था, यही गड़बड़ है. उनको कहना चाहिए था, अरे तू गलत मांग रहा है, मैं दूंगा नहीं है. इज इट नॉट? इज इट डिस्ट्रक्टिव टू यू एंड अदर्स? जस्ट एडिट योर मूव. ब्रह्मदेव जी ने थोड़ा कहा रावण को, जो रावण ने मृत्यु नहीं होना चाहिए, इज इट ऐसा मुश्किल है बेटा, जो जन्म लेता मरना ही पड़ेगा. देन ही सेड चलो एक्सेप्ट ह्यूमन एंड मैन वानरा, आई शुड नॉट गेट किल्ड इन द हैंड्स ऑफ एनीवन. So to the same Brahmadeva, to the Hiranyakashipu also. He said मृत्यु नहीं होना चाहिए, वैसे संभव नहीं. Then he said भूमि पे नहीं, आकाश में नहीं, पाताल में नहीं, all that. बट शिव जी बेचारा है ना, ऐसा नहीं है वो, ही इज वेरी बैशफुल एंड इज ए टाइप ऑफ सेंसिटिव। मैंने उसको प्रॉमिस कर दिया तो मैं दे दूंगा ही, लाइक सम सेंसिटिव पेरेंट्स। दे सेड पापा बेटा मांग ले, दे देता हूँ। दैट फेलो घटिया चीज मांग ली। ही सो सेंसिटिवली इगोइस्टिक। अहंकार से रुद्र कदा, है ना, भगवान रुद्र अहंकार के प्रतीक है। तो ये सॉफ्ट अहंकार, मैंने उनको हाँ कह दिया, मैं मना कैसे करूँ? लाइक यू ऑल नेवर टॉक टू योर चिल्ड्रन ऑन स्पिरिचुअलिटी, बिकॉज एक बार आपने बात किया होगा, वो लोग मुंह फेर कर बैठ गए होंगे बच्चे। देन यू थॉट योर हर बार बोलूं तो वो लोग मुंह फेरेंगे, इसलिए पिछले 5 साल से यू मेट हैव नॉट टोल्ड इवन वंस टू योर चिल्ड्रन बेटा बिकम स्पिरिचुअल, दैट इज अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर ऑल प्रॉब्लम्स। The Rudra in us, the Ahankari in us, the sensitive positive Ahankari acts negatively this way by heeding to the boons asked. शिव जी ऑल्सो बेचारे, उन्होंने तथास्तु कहा, इसलिए उनको विमना तो हो गया, दुर्मना इव, बट स्टिल ही सेड ओम इति प्रहसन तस्मै तदे, ही गेव। And here Shukdev ji and all devatas are saying that giving this bhunu tathastu to the Vrukasura is like giving amrita to the snake. Here amrita means दूध, जो दूध डालते जाते हैं उस सांप को, वो उससे हटा कट्टा होकर पॉइजन को बना, उस दूध को पॉइजन के रूप में इट रिटर्न्स एंड इट बाइट्स एंड किल्स। दूध हो या अमृत हो, दूध ही वहां दिया गया और दूध से वो बचता है, इसलिए अमृत है। और वो अमृत को, दूध को, इट कन्वर्ट्स इनटू द पॉइजन टू किल अदर्स। Yesterday up to this we have seen. Now this fellow has got two things. One is Gauri Harana Lalasaha. So his mind is so impure. गौरी हरण लालसा। सेकंड इज, एक तो कामना हो गया, दूसरा क्या है ना, संशय। व्हाट इज द संशय? इज रियली द शिवा हैज दैट पावर एंड हैज ही गिवन दिस बून? एंड ही कुड हैव gone anywhere to test anyone, na? He was testing Shiva himself. मतलब the doubt and intoxication put together. Intoxication मतलब क्या है वहां कि अरे अगर रियली वर सत्य है तो शिव जी भस्म हो जाएंगे ना। मे बी इज एरोगेंट थॉट, हाँ भस्म होने दो, सो दैट दिस boon he will not give to others. Like that cruel criminal, some disciples who kill the guru because that guru should not train any other disciple like him. You know, in this world of wars and all, ये सब होता है. You have seen all in martial art movies of, you know, those countries, and in our own, wherever it is, it's very terrible, very poisonous, no? You know, these are all very frightening, threatening things. शायद ये thought होगा उन्होंने ये भी लेकर के, he was trying to put his hand on Shiva only. That is what it is. Iti yuktaha saha asuraha. When that boon he got, that Rakshasa, Noonam means so bad it is. Gauri Harana Lalasaha. With the lalasa of doing Harana of Gauri herself, Saha also tat Varavarikshartham. To test his own vara, whether he got it or not. Shambhor Murdhri Kila Asuraha Swahastum Dhatum Arebhe. On the head of the Shiva only, he wanted to put his hand and test. No, two in one. If you put the hand on the head of Shiva, if the vara is true, he will become killed Bhasma, then Gauri Harana he can do. If not, then Shiva is not powerful God. Go and fight with Narada. Try for some other God. Again, without giving up this desire. We all do that only. We give up the gurus, we give up the devatas, we give up the people, but we don't give up our desires. It is two-way destruction. Because not giving up desire, that way destruction. And all the helping, blessing, world of things and beings we are giving up, that also is destruction. It should be the other way around. Give up the desire and get their blessings positively. So in this way, when he was trying to put his hand on the head of Shiva, then Satadvara Parikshartam Swastam Dhatmareve Saha Abhibhyatu Shivaha Sakrutatu. Shiva was worried and tensed up again and got frightened also. Right? Because who will imagine that when the moon, such a terrible upasana he has done? Bhagwan came and blessed you. And this fellow got the word and he's testing it on. It is as worst as your own and that rifle, Sten gun, AK-47 और 56 जिस टीचर ने सिखाया उसको कैसे चलाना, अब उसी को गोली मार दो देखने के लिए कि ये राइफल वगैरह काम करेंगे कि नहीं. In all the old Hindi and movies, they catch and kidnap some scientist and all. With them forcefully they make recognize something, discover something, and पहले उसे उसी को मार देते कि तुमने जो बनाया है काम को आता है कि नहीं. ये सारे देखे होंगे आप. ही वॉज अफ्रेड ओनली. अरे मैंने क्या कर दिया, अभी तो लेट हो गया. स्वकृतात् शिवः अबिभ्यत्. Then tena upasrushtaha. Upasrushta means wanting to touch and put the hand. By this Vrukasura, santrastaha. Terribly frightened was Lord Shiva. Paradhavatu. He started running. Savepatuhu. With all the shaking, shivering, trembling, Bhagwan Shiva दौड़ने लगे. हाँ, बिकॉज ही गेव द वरा ट्रूली एंड इट वर्क्स. बिकॉज कोई कंडीशन नहीं लगाया कि इनके सर पे लगाओ तो ये नहीं मरेगा, है ना. एक्सेप्शंस नहीं रखा भगवान शिवा. दैट इज वन ऑफ द मेन पॉइंट हियर. इट इज विदाउट पुटिंग एक्सेप्शंस एंड कंडीशंस, even if Shiva gives a blessings, it turns out to be worst thing only. And you can see the most funniest thing, the materialism का देखो. जिस भगवान शिव जी ने दिया उनको ही उससे फियर हो गया, threaten हो गया. He had to run away. And the fellow who got from the Lord Shiva this boon, because of the intoxication, he was not careful about asking or putting for conditioning. So he himself destroyed himself. आगे वाली कहानी देखो. Very sensitive, very subtle thought it is. So Lord Shiva has given the boon. It is true. So he want to test on Shiva. He was frightened. He was trembling, shivering. He started running. The Shiva ling was standing, shivering and going, going, going. क्या हुआ उसके बाद कि सभे पतहु. हाउ लॉन्ग ही ran? यावद अंतम दिवोह भूमे है ना. एज लॉन्ग एज एट दिवह भूमे है मीन्स भूभाग का अंत तक भाग गए लॉर्ड शिवा. एंड ऑल्सो द ऑल देवता लोकास ही ran. देन काष्ठा नाम उदकाद उदक, all the oceans, all the patala, the lokas, every of the beings that are there asking to help are running everywhere he ran. Wherever he was going to the Devalokas, then Ajanantah Pratividhim, not knowing the antidote for this Vrukasura chasing Lord Shiva or the boon of Vrukasura, Tushnivasan Sura Ishwaraha. All big devatas kept quiet. हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हमें वी कांट गो एंड टेल दैट फेलो चलो हमारे सर पे एक्सपेरिमेंट करो करके. एंड इन अदर वर्ड दे से टू शिवा, तो आप नहीं तो दिया, आप जेलो फिर. That's why every parents who pamper the children and destroy, they jello that effect when the children grow. Every parents at the cost of children and their own pain discipline the children. Later on, they get laurels and appreciations because of such children. अब शिव जी को कोई रक्षा करने वाले नहीं थे. तुष्टिमासन सुरेश्वरा. They kept quiet. So what can we do? There's no solution. प्रतिविधिम अजानन्तः. Now भाग भाग के हर जगह he found nowhere the help. Only one place is there finally. तथा वैकुंठम अगमतो. He reached to Vaikuntha Loka, Lord Shiva. Now this Vaikuntha Loka and Vishnu Bhagavan's Mahima is told in 1.5 shloka because this is Vishnu Purana. Great. First, Bhaswaram. Most bright and brilliant. Tamasaha Param. There is no trace of any darkness or ignorance or negativities there. That's the Vaikuntha Loka. Then, Yatra, who is there in that Vaikuntha Loka? Narayana Sakshat. Sakshat Bhagavan Narayana. And who is that Narayana? Nyasinam Paramagati. Who is the ultimate goal for the ones who have given up everything other than Narayana. Sannyasinam Paramagati. These are all connected to the topic only. We should become sannyasi with regard to the world, and we should become or take up Paramatma alone as Paramagati. उसी का वही बात चल रही ना. Other than Narayana, somebody else worshipped. Other than asking for Paramatma Prapti, some other boon is asked. How it becomes calamity to the one who gave the boons, to the entire world, as well as to himself. That's why whenever we ask for anything, we have to be careful. Is this boon disturbing Bhagavan, disturbing the world, and going to trouble me too? This sensitivity is called a real maturity. And for that, only one answer, which we are talking from the first minute of this particular chapter. And what it is, anything asked other than Paramatma, it is destructive. Because all that is mithya, all that is maya, all that is moha, and that will definitely destroy. Therefore, through our morning Upanishadic studies, through this Bhagavata, Ramayana, what should happen in our heart is single pointedly, exclusively, we should seek only the eternal Paramatma. If this happens as a result of our 5 years, already 3 साढ़े 3 साल हो गए, 4 साल 5 साल 20 साल का हमारा सत्संग का सुन सुनकर उसके नतीजे में अगर ये बन गया हमको कि आई वांट ओनली परमात्मा, नथिंग अदर देन हिम, like the case of Nachiketa and Prahlada, our all listening has become fruitful. All our study has become fruitful. And when we seek not, when we don't seek the world, the most luckiest thing is the world recedes away from us. And equally or more powerful, glorious thing is what? When we seek the Lord, He reveals. When we seek Him, yame vaishavrunute tena labhyaha. How kya ho raha hai? We are not seeking the Lord, therefore He is not revealing. We are going on seeking the world, therefore it is not receding from us, not going away from us. So all these kathas, prasangas should drive that salient point in our hearts. And what is the crux of all that? If I seek materialism and not the God, God also cannot save me. Save me. And if I seek the God, not materialism, even God cannot destroy me. देखो देखो वेदांत के दृष्टि से जगत मिथ्या माया है इस भाव से, भक्ति के दृष्टि से भगवान के पसंद नहीं मांगना उस भाव से, व्यक्तिगत दृष्टि से जब भगवान को मांग कर उनको पाकर मोक्ष करने का मौका है पाने का, उसको छोड़कर व्हाई आर वी सीकिंग समथिंग एल्स, अपने दृष्टि से. By all these drishtis, three drishtis, by doing viveka, see to it that from our heart, other than seeking the Paramatma, nothing should be there. That is what is said in Mundaka Upanishad, initial भाष्य, and every other Upanishad भाष्य में कहीं ना कहीं भगवान शंकर कहते हैं कि आत्म कामना से बाकी सारे कामनाओं को छोड़ना है, और गुरु शरणागति से आत्म कामना का आप्त काम बनना चाहिए. Means fulfilling the desire of knowing the self. When the self is known, there is nothing other than him, the permanent moksha comes. रामायण में ये बातें भी आएंगे अध्यात्म में. Very good text, whatever we are studying all through the day from last 4-5 years. बट इतना अभी महल है, इतना हमारा तमोगुण है, इतने हमारे सारे है कि टाइम लग रहा है. टाइम लग रहा है क्या? सबको लगता है. इट्स नॉट सच ए इमीडिएटली हैपनिंग थिंग. Keep on listening, listening, thinking, thinking, understanding. So he went to Vaikuntha Loka, which is bright, brilliant, which is Nasanam Paramagati. And who becomes sannyasi? Shantanam. What is the meaning of Shanti? All desires are given up. Okay? Then another important quality to become sannyasi. सन्यासी बनने के दो लक्षण हैं. एक शांत होना. शांत होना means from his side he has no desires at all, zero, therefore मन शांत हो गया. Another important quality of a sannyasi is न्यस्त दंडानाम, means he has totally given up troubling or punishing anyone, even in dream, even in one thought, even though others are how much ever crime, criminality they are doing. किसी का मैं हिंसा नहीं करूंगा, चाहे बंदा कुछ भी हो. इस निश्चय को न्यस्त दंड कहते हैं. Because when you are in the world with body, mind and all, even if one is sadhaka, from the world you go on getting persecutions. Then you want to retake revenge or retaliation. Then you are doing dandana to other person. So the sannyasi is expected to be nyasta danda. He has decided I am not going to punish anyone. Bas, for whatever the crimes, criminalities they do. That's why in our Purana Itihasa, the sannyasins, even the Rakshasas, how much they trouble, they have all the cursing power. That's why because of the Nyasta Dandata, they don't curse. They die but they don't curse. Because of this only भगवान को इंटरव्यू होकर आना पड़ता था दुष्ट शिक्षण के लिए. Otherwise, these Mahayogin like Vishwamitra, such a great saint, does he not have the capacity to curse and destroy all these Kara, Dushana, Trishira, Maricha, Subahu? अरे इन सबको मरवाया राम जी से और राम जी को all the आयुधास he only gave. If he gave ayudha to Rama, he also can do, no? No, because he is a sannyasi, means nyastadanda. But yajna has to continue and they are disturbing. He cannot kill, but he can make Rama ityadi do the kill because Rama came only as Kshatriya. As a Kshatriya, his job is to protect Dharma. So all these are interconnected. सो जो सारे कामनाओं को छोड़ने का कारण शांत है और जो कुछ भी हो दुनिया में अपने लिए फिर भी न्यस्तदंड रूपी दीक्षा रखते हैं, ऐसे सन्यासियों को परमागति परमात्मा नारायण है. और वो नारायण जहाँ है वो वैकुंठ लोक जो विभ्राजमान है, टू दैट टू सेव हिमसेल्फ द लॉर्ड शिवा वेंट. सी यहाँ नारायण का महिमा, वैकुंठ लोक का महिमा. And who seek the Narayana as the goal, the sannyasi lakshanas, all are taught. देख रहे हो ना, when you are conscious to study our shastras, how much of the information comes. उस information को we have to make knowledge. वो knowledge को we have to make conviction. उस convictions को we have to through practice make a habit. Then that blesses us. Everything, you know, the yoga asanas. Information, knowledge, conviction, practice of it as a nature, you are blessed by good health and all. So to pranayam, so to surya namaskar, so to proper diet, so to daily upasanas, pujas, information पाया, उसको ज्ञान पाया, उसका conviction हुआ, फिर practice किए, उसका आदत हुआ, बाहिदा. Like our classes, you got the information about the class, you understood the importance of the class, therefore the knowledge came, you got convinced of it, now you are practicing it, so you are getting the benefit of ability to study all shastras. So many. कौन बंदा है 5200 क्लास सुना होगा पिछले 4 साल में? Nobody, only you and I are doing and see the benefit of it. अदृष्ट वाला बहुत ज्यादा है, दृष्ट फला कम. Because दृष्ट फल क्यों नहीं दिखता? Because we are already brought our prarabdha that has to go through. But all this listening, humble, simple listening, it is going on getting imprinted in our heart. It is going to burst as a positive volcano to push us in our sadhana very soon. With this much of vigorous listening when we do, it has to effect because I show it's a, it is a ऋषि परंपरा का ज्ञान है. और हम कोई वृकास की तरह स्वार्थ के कारण स्वार्थ से नहीं सुन रहे. In a simple, humble manner, as a sadhaka only we are doing. So all of that will have its result. This habit of ours, as we formed, made in the same way. So Shantanam Nyastadandanam Nyasinam Paramagatihi Narayana Yatra Tad Vaikuntam Agamata, and that Vaikunta is Bhasuram Tamasa Param. Okay. And another beauty of this Vaikunta Loka is what? Yataha na avartate gataha. Yataha gataha na avartate. The one who reaches to that Vaikunta Loka, he never comes back again into the Karma Loka of Bhuloka and falls into samsara trap. There he is with Narayana in Vaikuntha Loka, and by blessed by Narayana, he gets the oneness with Narayana of Sahijya Mukti, discourse oneness with Paramatma. So yad gatva nanivartante tadhama. So that Vaikuntha Narayana Loka. Therefore, ये पुराण विष्णु भगवान का महिमा बताने के लिए है, विष्णु पुराण है ये. Therefore, the glory and actually such Vaikuntha Loka is very much there. Shivji himself has gone, है ना, पर लॉर्ड नारायण इज सर्वज्ञ एंड ऑल. दूर से देखा उन्होंने शिव जी ऑल प्रॉब्लम, तो उन्होंने कहा बाद में बात करता हूँ शिव जी से, पहले उनका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर. लाइक ना दैट बायोडेटा, birth certificate, all of that of the patient, the doctor will not do. See, when the patient has come with some accident or stabbing or burns, the other formalities others do, first he attends to the patient and he brings him to the normal position, then all other details. तो here also शिव जी is tortured by, chased by this वृकासुर. तो अभी शिव जी से बैठकर गप्पे मारने का टाइम नहीं है, पहले उनको बचाओ. भाई फिनिशिंग दैट फेलो, देन आराम से बैठकर शिव जी से बात कर सकते. Therefore he saw शिवजी running coming panting. He did not talk to him. जाकर चुप जाओ, मैं इस केस को निपट के आता हूँ. Is it not? I was observing this India's diplomatic response to that Israel Gaza. Supporting Israel because they are the suppliers of maximum weaponry to us. But at the same time, on the humanitarian grounds, they are killing so many civilians. So you can't tell not to do because they are not asking us. If India says, the whole world should stay. Say, but then you have to help also humanitarian grounds. See, two aircrafts, mein, how much of material relief is sent there. Very intelligent tactics there. Humanitarian ground में we don't see any religion or anyone. Somebody is in suffering, we give. नेशनल इंटीग्रिटी के दृष्टि से भी अफगानिस्तान इज नॉट ट्रबलिंग अस, therefore we are friendly to Afghanistan. Right from the time of independence, the stupid Pakistan is troubling us, therefore we have to corner them. We corner Pakistan not because they are Muslims or Islam. If that is the case, we would have eliminated 20 crores of Muslims in India. India's diplomacy, Hinduism's maturity is very sublime. ये बच्चे रिलीजन्स को ना ये बात समझ में नहीं आता, वो लोग बच्चे लोग हैं. See that we always Sri Lanka, somebody stay there. They torture civilians. We help Bangladesh. वो आधे हिंदू है, आधो इस्लाम मुस्लिम है. विचित्र देश है वो भी बांग्लादेश, म्यांमार, बर्मा. तो that should be the attitude. One is a humanitarian grounds. Second is national safety. Religion, all of that are, it is ancient, it is beautiful, it is eternal. The Lord Himself takes care of it properly without troubling anyone. Anything to be done, we do it. देखो, in Indian Prime Minister, 10 years, not even one new temple he made. He never made. Already Hindu temples which were troubled by them, legally he is giving it back to Hindus. And officially he is not supporting any Hindu sannyasi and swamis. It is diplomacy. Personally, may have regards and all. That is how, in a country of 140 crores with so many religions, all of them are there. काल ऐसा है, युग ऐसा है, इसको ऐसे ही मैनेज करना होता है. इन द टाइम्स मेच्योरिटी ऑल दीज बच्चा रिलीजन्स एक दूसरे को खुद ही मार कर मर जाएंगे. देन व्हाट इज ट्रुथ दैट प्रिवेल्स. हर बार सृष्टि में ऐसा ही होता है. No, that diplomatic, all the things I'm just saying. Narayana also. Yeah, शिव जी आपको बाद में बात करेंगे. पहले let me निपटो this. So, तम तथा व्यसनम दृष्टवा. So, Lord Shivaji ko is in such a difficulty of panting, running. Bhagavan. Who is Bhagavan? Another good quality. Vrujina Ardhana. Ha. Ardhana means destroyer. Vrujina means samsara or dukkha. So, संसार को दुख को, संसार दुख को, दुख रूपी संसार को नाश करने वाले भगवान नारायण. Seeing Lord Shiva in such a terrible condition, दूरात, from last long distance only, pratyudiyat, he started going and facing. Lord Shiva को नहीं, straight away to that Vrukasura. How? Bhutva Vatukaha. Yogamaya. With his Yogamaya Shakti, a Vatuka Brahmana Balaka के रूप में, Vatu means ब्रह्मचारी. ब्रह्मचारी ब्राह्मण उस रूप में लॉर्ड विष्णु गोस. है ना, these राक्षसास ना ऐसे जो ब्राह्मण बटुक को देखते हैं ना, and they develop that respect. They have that. That is why even to Raja Bali, Bhagavan could have gone in so many forms. Na? He went in Vamana Rupa only. Hmm. Huh. So, Vatukaha Yogamaya, with his Yogamaya Shakti, taking the form of the Brahmachari, he went. Mekhala, Mekhala means the waistband, Ajina, the deer skin, Danda, in the hand, the Danda उसके हाथ लगाकर जप करने का, Akshayhi, the Rudrakshmala, Tejasa Agniriva Jwalan. He was like a fire, blazing and bright. That Brahmana Tejaha, Brahmana Varchas he was having. Then what did he do? We played the natak of absolutely being very, very humble with that Vrukasura, not Shiva. Ki Abhivadayamasa Chattam. He did Abhivadana to that Rakshasa. Kushapanihi. With the Kushagras in the hand, Vinitavata, with all the Vinitata humbleness. Then he spoke. Lord Narayana in the form of Vatuka Brahmachari to that Rukasura. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. He recognized him. Shakuneya. Shakuneya means Shakuni Putra. Shakuni is the father of the Vrukasura. Shakuni is a Rakshasa. So Shakuneya, Shakuni Putra, Vyaktam is so clearly seen from your face. Ki Bhavan Shrantaha. You are tired, fatigued, and exhausted, Pura. Kim Duram Agataha. Looks like you are coming from such a long distance, and on your face, every Shrantata, tiredness, exhaustion, weakness is very clearly seen. Therefore, Kshanam Vishramyatam. एक क्षण रुको आप थोड़ा. So this Rokna, this Vrukasura is to give relief to Lord Shiva that he can also sit somewhere. Because जब पुलिस चेस करने वाले रुकते हैं तो चोर भी रुकता है, उसको रेस्ट मिलता है. It is other around here. The negative example we gave for the positive thought. So kshanam vishramyatam pums. Then pumsa ayam atma sarva kama dhuk. So you are troubling your body so much, running. This sharira is the giver of all the sukha to the manushya, to the beings. Then why are you troubling this, torturing this body? You should give some rest to it. Ruko thoda. So in this way, with his cute words, Lord made him at least stop chasing Shiva. Is it not? Like to any terrorists of Pakistan or any terrorists of Hamas, whoever are supplying the weapons, if you can stop them, है ना, the terrorism, because terrorists are there because they are weapons only. Weapon के बिना कोई कुछ कर नहीं सकता. And who have sent the given the weapons to Hamas and all, everybody knows. All open secrets. Stop giving the power to them, then they become nirvirya. तो हियर भगवान ने उनको रोक लिया. He was chasing. रुको रुको, you are tiring your body, you are destroying it. It is the cause of all sukha bhoga. थोड़ा रेस्ट दे के उस शरीर को बचा लो. He stopped. See the words of the Lord, so sweet. So sweet, but with an intention of saving Lord Shiva and the words. And for that, he'll have to keep this fellow away, take him for the task. Na? So silently, Bhagavan says in the next shloka, Yadi, if at all, naha shravanaya alam. If you think that it is okay for you to share with me, Yushmat Vyavasitam, that your Vyavasaya, your this effort of running somewhere, going, किस लिए क्यों आप जा रहे हो? अगर आपको लगता है, if you think that I deserve to listen, you tell. Panyata. But one idea, hint I will give you. What is that? Prayashaha pumbihi dhrutaihi. So arthan samihate. So generally by the people, pumbihi dhrutaihi, with whom with those people on whom they have faith, with the help of them, swarthan samihate, they fulfill their demands or requirements, etc. So what is the meaning of this sentence is कि आपको लगता है कि मैं आपका वेलविशर हूँ. जनरली लोगों को ना अपने वेलविशर के ऊपर श्रद्धा रखकर उनसे अपना जो भी काम है, मतलब है, करवाने का रिवाज है प्रायशः. Like I trust you, therefore I take your help any of the need I need. So if you believe me that I am of any help to you, then like generally it happens in the world, you can tell actually where are you going, why are you going. If I can be helpful to you, अगर आपको लगता है तो. Generally ये रिवाज है. Like the children trust their parents, so they take the help on the children to parents. The Shishyas take trust the Guru, therefore they take the help and guidance from the Guru. दुनिया में दोस्त दोस्त को भी हेल्प करता है. तो मैं बता रहा हूँ, यदि श्रवणाय अलम नहा, अगर हमको सुनने के लिए लायकपन है हमारे पास, इफ यू थिंक आई डिजर्व टू लिसन, युष्मद् व्यवसितम विभो मन्यताम, टेल अस व्हाट वी आर यू आर रनिंग फॉर. प्रायशः पुंभिः, generally by human beings, dhrutaihi, with those people with whom they have the dhruti or the shraddha, so arthan samihate, they take the help and save themselves, protect themselves. And a negative example is this Sri Lanka, Nepal, Pakistan including, taking the help of China for only one nonsense reason, that for no reason they have enmity for India. But this cunning Rakshasa, Chinese fellow, is a communist. He has no devotion, no mercy, very selfish. पूरा ही खा ही जाएगा वो तीनों देशों को. We have seen how the bankrupt only was China. It's not because we did what we did. हम तो कोई बॉम्ब के दीपावली का पटाखा भी नहीं डाला पाकिस्तान में. So to Sri Lanka, what did we do? Destroyed Nepal. Such a huge on the name of airport to the very very modern. पूरा नेपाल को कब्जा कर रहा है वो चाइना. This is a negative thing. On the name of taking help, they are destroying themselves. That's okay. ये पूरा इंटरनेशनल जैसे समष्टि प्रारब्ध व्यष्टि प्रारब्ध है, चलता है देख तमाशा. आई सी ऑल दिस ओनली टू गेट क्लैरिटी अबाउट माई वेदांतिक ज्ञानम. शास्त्र ज्ञान को संपूर्ण समझने के लिए सारे एग्जाम्पल को कभी कभी देखते हैं. व्हाट इज सेड इन शास्त्र इज ट्रू, बट अदरवाइज some friendly countries we help them, we also take from them the help. So to the people, Anna. So if you feel that I am worthy of sharing, tell me your purpose of this running, sweating, panting. Generally, some people we have to trust and take help from them and get our work done. This is what is seen in the world happening. See how sweetly, humbly, honey nectar लगाकर भगवान ने वो उड़कासुर को फंसा दिया. श्री शुगवाच, सुखदेव जी कहते हैं, एवं भगवता पृष्टः. In this way, when he was asked by the Lord, how Bhagavan asked, Vachasa Amrita Varshinya, with the words which are like nectar only. First thing happened to that VRUKASURA was, he stayed there back now. Therefore, Gataklamaha, all his tiredness, fatigueness, exhaustion, वो पहला दूर हो गया. उसको देखकर उसको लगा, अरे he's a good company, he's a good person, my tiredness, all that he has removed. है ना? Therefore he developed a trust in that Narayana who is in the form of that Vatukaha. Tasmai Abravit. Then he narrated the whole story. That he met Naraji and Naraji, Kumara Puja, whom to worship for the quick result. He told Lord Shiva, I did this type of yajna to Lord Shiva and he came and I asked for this boon. He said, Tathastu. And I want to test on him. He is running. So, yatha purvam anushtitam tasmai abravit. Whatever the thing he has done, A to Z, that Vrukasura told Narayan Bhagavan in that Brahman Rupa. आप देखो भगवान नारायण जो चाल चलाकर उसको अपने ही हाथ अपने सर पे लगवाने का करते हैं, and he gets died. Very cute it is. No, if I start it will take 10-15 मिनट, उतने में हो जाएगा वो. करेंगे तो फिर दिनमय रामायण. सो कल ही करेंगे वाला, एक और दिन उसको जीने दो वृकासुर को. तो स्टॉप इट हियर. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन्मोहन कृष्ण बाल गोपाल कृष्ण भव्य मंगलम वेणुगानलोल कृष्ण वेदांत वेद्य Krishna Navanita Chora, Krishna Nityamangalam, Bhakta Janadhara Krishna Paramadaya Bharti, Mukti Sandh, Gita Amruta Data Parama, Yogesha Krishna Partha Saradin, Sadattra Surya Bhadina Chandra Tarakam Nima, Narayana Agnivad Namo Brahmadev, Vyasa Vishnu Yogendra. बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय। श्री वेद व्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। श्री सांब सदाशिव भगवान की जय। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु गण की जय। बोलो श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती रूपिणी आदि पराशक्ति माता। Maharnavami, Vijayadashami, wishes and prayers to you. Remember, the more we go near to the divinity in our thoughts, words, and deeds, we are invoking the festivity in our life. Therefore, on the name of festivals, don't go away from the Lord. On the other hand, for whatever the reason, we reach near to the Lord. That itself is real celebration of festival. That way, you and I, through study of Shastras, by being in touch with the divine every day we are celebrating Dashahara and Deepavali. This is true Dashara Deepavali where Bhagavan's Mahima is understood, he is made as a goal, and with his help and grace only in the form of Guru and Shastra, we are doing sadhana to reach him and then become his instrument. इससे बढ़कर त्योहार का दूसरा कोई डेफिनेशन है, मीनिंग है या सेलिब्रेशन, यही अल्टीमेट. And then once in a while, feeling self confident, self respect for doing these things, inspire oneself, encourage oneself, and with the joy, without dignity, involve in all these spiritual activities. Make a habit of it. Take the examples of Puja Gurudev, etc. How willingly, joyfully, vigorously, dynamically, with so much of inspiration, they were in that spiritual endeavors. हमारे लिए वही लोग आदर्श है. Thank you. Please come in 3 minutes to study Adhyatma Ramayana.